I think taxes and making the property tax cap permanent is important for many of the middle class folks in my area. I think property taxes are an overwhelming issue. That bill just shows up with your income tax and your sales tax, at least. That changes as your circumstances change. There's some relief there, but I think property tax really needs to be addressed in this session. And finally, this has been the year. It's been a crazy year, but this has been the year that we've had all of these efforts at reforming the educational system here in New York. I think that has been a less than successful campaign. I think a lot of those issues remain unresolved. I think our public education system has been put in a state of crisis in terms of financing and many of the regulations they're talking about. The one issue we may get before the end of session is the tax rebate for people who donate to schools. I was originally a sponsor of that with the thought in mind that it would help drive some funding to some of our upstate parochial schools that really do need some funding on these tax credits. Unfortunately, as I've looked further into the bill, the belief is that, number one, a lot of that funding will go toward the very exclusive downstate private schools. So you'll actually be taking revenue out of the revenue stream for education, arguably taking that away from public education and putting it into private education. The real concern and reasonable concern is that money will wind up going to private New York downstate schools where the wealthy already send their kids. So again, there are some questions about that, and we don't know whether that bill will actually get to the floor, but that seems to be one of the more controversial issues that we still have left. So a lot of secondary issues, a lot of things going on, but quite frankly, at this stage, I suspect there are still some negotiations going on among the leadership about many of these major issues, and even with us only scheduled to be here another day and several hours, there are a lot of things that are still up in the air.